Okay, and we are good to go. So this is the behind the scenes part where I'm going to prepare to put together the first main lesson of ZIL. So what I noticed was when I went to set everything up, so let me, in fact, let's just quick over just show you. So basically, let's just change over to change my camera. Okay, cool. So what you're looking at on the screen is, if I just go into it. So basically, the bit that I want to talk about in the first video, which is lesson 1, header code. And I got it in mind. I was thinking this is going to be basically just this little bit here, pretty much. And it's literally going to be like a 30-second video. I was actually quite worried about it. So I was thinking, this is crazy. This is going to be like a really short video. Then I thought, well, hang on, you've got these 2 lines in here, so this is all good. I mean, I guess I could just do, because this is for people coding it, not, okay, let me get this right. This is for people coding primarily, not making a game, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So basically, what I'm thinking is, if we, like this bit here is just the startup text, but it does a lot more than that. So it's not just about, fill this bit in here and la la la. Your 2 key things are down here, your initialized status line and then your version. And then that reminded me that let me show you what that actually does. Hang on, let me stop waffling and actually show you. If I now go to my 4th screen, this is working really well. Right, so now check this out, right? So what you can see on the screen is a file. Actually, what I need to do is back up a second. Is because I need these files and I need to put them into here because I'm going to compile the game and show you what it looks like. But of course, to do that, I need to actually, you're now seeing behind the scenes and seeing just how horrendously inefficient I am. People are going to watch this and be like, what is this guy doing? But I did say I was a copy-paste coder. And trust me, as we get through these videos, people are going to realize, yep, that dude copies and pastes. He definitely does. Right, so this is the main cloak demo, right? So what I want to do is go, hey guys, here's your text. So on the one hand, you've got this bit here, and you go through it, you fill it all in, yada yada yada, and then how does this link to this, right? Well, we're about to find out. So, okay, so basically, let's do it. By the way, if anybody's wondering, yes, I am in my pajamas. This is how I roll. So, ZIL cloak.zap. Sweet. Okay, so that creates a little game file. And what we're going to say is man, when it stops putting everything on the wrong screen, we're going to try and correlate this to this. So we're going to say, I always thought they were in the wrong order, but they're not, right? So Cloak of Darkness, a basic IF demonstration. They are in the wrong order. So the root, right, so the top bit, this is the thing that spins me out, right, sometimes with coding, because if you look at this top bit, right, you've got, yeah, check it out, right? So at the top, you've got, hurrying through the rain-swept November night, you're glad to see the bright lights of Opera House, blah, 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 blah. And now we go to here, but the first part is the constant game banner, the Cloak of Darkness, a basic IF demonstration, which if we go back into it, that's the middle bit. So that's weird straight off. And then we go into the description of the room. So really, I was thinking this is going to be a super short video because I'm just going to literally go the game banner, and then I'm going to do the start routine, the go routine. This is the other bit that slightly spins me out with the code as well, right? Because the game banner and the go routine. Oh no, sorry, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. That was a really noob thing to say. I'm not even going to say it. Not going to finish that sentence. Okay, so yeah, let's decipher this because. So can we get rid of? What can we get rid of here? So if I just, let's try this again, right? So, okay, let's get rid of, we're going to experiment because I'm not entirely sure what we can get rid of here. Before I do the video showing people about it, I may as well say, what happens if you do this, this. Oh, hello. Bam, bam. I don't need to do that, do I? Because that think does the whole shooting match. We're going to find out in a minute because it's either going to bomb out or it's not. Okay. Yeah, you didn't want to do that, Adam. Oh, you did. You did. Right. Voss. Verbs. 1157 undefined global or constant game banner in the verbs file? Really? So this is what I mean. This is right. So okay. So this is the first thing I need to get my head around, because if I'm going to give people a tutorial on it, yeah, I need to know what's going on with this. So let's go check this out, right? So verbs.zil 1157. Here we go. 1157. So here we go. Oh man, I didn't flick. Did I? I don't know. I did see. Adam's not. I didn't show you that, did I? Okay. Back up. There. Did you see that? Let's run that one again because I don't think I actually did it with you. So I did this, and it said that message there. Move that so you can actually see it. Undefined global. Because it's defined. Right. So what it's doing is. Enter. What? Get off. Right, what I think it's doing is I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Why? Because I'm defining it there, right? So why is the verbs file calling it? I'm not calling it anywhere. It's there. That's where it is. Why is the verbs file calling it? So let's go find out. So right. So 1157. 1157, wasn't it, right? Ah, yes, right. This is the bit that I wanted to do. Yes, check it out, right? So, v routine, v version, print game banner, and that's action. This is why, right? Got it. This is why it looks the wrong way around when you run it. I'm getting excited now. Let me do this. One second. Right. Let's go back to what we said at the start. What do we do here? When the original game file worked, we said that this looked the wrong way round, right? Yeah? It's not the wrong way round. It's what's happening is, as we go into the code, it's the way it's calling it. So v version, right? Although that's there, the version is being called down here. Yeah? So that's what's happening. The other interesting thing is, right, so does that mean then if we just, okay, so 1 second. All that's doing, whenever you see something in brackets like this, right, all that's doing, which camera am I looking at? I'm confused. That one. Right, all that's doing is running it. So you know your commands where you might say go, north, south, east, west, eat food, do whatever. Well, in the simplest form, you can get it to actually action that command just by putting it in the two triangular brackets, whatever they're called. Right, so if I take that out then, yeah, what does that do? Nothing apparently. Why has it not gone green? Why has it not gone green? Go green. Thank you. Probably didn't need to go green, right? Right, so now let's go to, we can close that down. We can go back into here. So in theory, it still breaks. It still breaks. Why does it still break? Why does that still break? Why does that still break? What am I having to... Oh, get off me. Oh, I've killed it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, hello. Ah, better? Right. Back into it. Print game banner. I don't get this. This I don't get because I've kind of commented that out, right? So why is it running the version? It shouldn't, because I've commented it out there. That shouldn't run this routine, which means that it shouldn't then try to print the game banner, which is up here, and therefore it doesn't matter that that's commented out, right? So if I just not saved something, have I like done a schoolboy error over here? Let's just give that one more go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I wanted to do all this first, because, yep. Oh man, get off. I've clearly chosen the wrong right. It's still going to error, isn't it? Okay, right, I don't get why that's doing it. But, okay, I need to wrap my head around why that's doing it. But in the meantime, what we can do is we can go into the code. In a second. Let's just take this bad boy out, right? Let's just do what I used to do. When I was a kid and I used to write basic programs in BASIC and things didn't work, I just used to chop them out. It was kind of a good way of doing it. So that's a fairly routine V version. I'm just going to take you out. Boom, done. Save. Right. Now that should work. Right? Now that should work. What? Okay. Run it. Oh, you what? Undefined action routine V version. I've commented it out, man. I've commented it out. Undefined action routine V version. Undefined global V version. Version. Blah, 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 blah. I've commented you out, you mother hubbard. Why are you still erroring? That's in the parser now. It really doesn't like it. Okay, so that, all right. Okay, right. Okay, let's back up. So I'm clearly not going to get anywhere by showing people this. This is going to be like, it's going to be a tactical nightmare. So we're not going to say this in the video. What we're going to say in the video is that you don't need to. What you do is you do it like this. Let me just, right, bear with me while I just completely reverse everything that I've done and just make sure it still works, because if it doesn't, then I've got to. Okay, I'm not going to bother flicking my screen, just give me a second. I've saved it now. What? Wow. Oh, idiot. Run. If this doesn't work. It works. Okay. Okay, right. So we've reversed the things that we've just completely screwed up. Okay. So now we're going to go into. This is taking me a little while to do because I'm having to flick between the screens. I can't remember. I think I'm going to reverse around F3 and F4 actually. Right. Let's try this another way. What if I do it there and I just simply do that? So we're not. Let's do it again. So we're not removing anything. We're just not calling it. So we're not removing it. We're just not calling the routine. Right? Is that going to work, or is that still going to cause me major headaches? Moment of truth. Get in. Right. Okay, so now let's see what that's actually done to the game. You know, when I do the training video, it's going to be like super smooth and everybody's going to be like, wow, that dude knows what he's doing. Power of preparation for a crustacean. Right, so 3. Okay, boom. So now we don't have the thing at the top that we had before, right? Now we don't have the banner, Cloak of Darkness. We just have the routine and the opening text. Right. So that's the first thing. How to get rid of all that text in there. Because this is the behind the scenes video, I probably haven't explained very well what I'm trying to do here. When I do the actual training video, which remember is going to be like 30 seconds long, so this video is going to be like an hour, and the actual video itself is going to be 30 seconds long. But the point is, because I'm going to say, you can choose. So I want to kind of do the modular thing, right? So I want to say, you don't have to have this up here, because in a minute I'm going to try. This should be fun. I'm going to try and get rid of the score and the thing across the top. So I'm going to say, if you want to bring this in, you do the V version, right? And then you get your you get obviously all the stuff, and it tells you what version it is, and yada yada yada. That's great. Right. So we've got rid of that. The other thing I want to do is, and this one's going to be fun. If you thought that was fun, that's what, taking 20 minutes? Get ready for this bad boy, because we are going to do getting rid of the status line. Oh yeah. Now here's why this is fun. I've been pretty much categorically told that you can't do this in the Z3 machine. So I'm going to break it. I'm going to see it in action. So what happens now if I don't want status line and I take that out? You know, if this works, I'm going to be super confused because this should not work, right? This should not work. So what we should get now is when I do this, I saved it, didn't I? We'll find out in a minute. This shouldn't work, and I'll talk about why in a second. Now, when I say it won't work, what I mean is it won't do it on here. See, they were right. Of course, they were right. So Jesse and the gang were saying that even though you don't call it in a version 3, you get it whether you want it or not. It's hard coded into the interpreter, I believe. Because the thing is now, if I do this again, if we now go into here and I change this to, I think I can change it to anything. I think, but my go-to is xzip. Right. Save that. Now we go back to here. What the guys are saying is that I will be able to remove it, but then I'm going to try and break it because I'm good at that. So that creates a Z5 file, which now if I fire that up, the status line's still there. Oh wow, okay, I didn't expect that. Yeah, so again, when I come back to the video, you see, I can't just say to everybody, that is a status line, right? I'm not being thick, am I? Hang on a second. Give me a minute. I've just removed this, right? There, boom. So that should not be calling the status line. The status line is the name of the room that you're in, the score, and the moves. Right, okay. So now we need to do something. We need to really try and break it because that's thrown me. That's thrown me for a curveball. I was not expecting that. I thought when I changed it to C5 that the banner would not be there. Okay, I know it's possible in version 5, so I'm going to stick with that for the second. Then I'm going to try and reverse engineer it, break version 3. So now what we need to do is go fishing for the other files. We need to now try and break the other files. So we need to open up verbs and parser at least. And I'm just going to jump in here and just start breaking stuff. So what I'm looking for is no, wrong one. No. Oh, I've done. What I'm looking for is score and or moves. Score and or moves. Let's just look for Yeah, no, that's thrown me. Oh, why is it giving the? Why is the status line? Find. Oh, find. Find it in the parser. Update status line. Default definition status line. It's here. See, this is the bit I don't get right. So here we go. Look, check this out. Version zip. This is the text. Score moves. Right. So this is what I. Right. So this is the bit that I didn't get. Why not just take this out? Or I'm going to take it out and I'm going to see what happens. And the thing is, if I can take this out, that means that I can actually copy and paste it into its own file called, I don't know, status.zil, and then insert file status.zil when I want to bring it back in. I know it's not quite that clean because there would be other stuff that you would need to do, but basically that would do it, would it not? Let's have a look. So if I just take this bad boy out, I think this is going to work. Boom. Prints a message prompting the player to... Right, okay. It's not going to be this easy, but let's give it a go. Okay, so now let's go to here. Come on, Brainiac, what were you doing? Okay, 2795 parser.zil. Default definition requires 2 or more arguments. I have no clue what that means, but I'm just going to continue with my hacking mission and just chop that bad boy out. 2795. It's referencing put my teeth in. It's referencing default definition, right? Which is, and the reason it's referencing that is because that is probably mentioned somewhere in here. No, it's not. It is. Oh, you spanner, it's there. Oh, jeez. Adam, Jesus. Right. Take that out. Save. It was right in front of me. It was right in front of me. Yeah. It was right in front of me. Okay. I was in the part. You were in the parser. See, I'm not used to working. Which camera am I looking at? I'm not used to working in the parser. I'm used to doing everything externally of it. Ah, I really thought that'd work. I was expecting to work. Right, no, that's cool. Unrecognized routine. Update status line, right? So it's trying to call it again. 2423. This is working, guys. 2423, 2423, 2423. I have a memory of a sieve, so 2423, 2423, 2423. This is going to work. This is totally going to work. And it's going to work in version 3. I know it is. And then I'm going to be like, check me out. And then people will be like, yeah, we know that would work. Because you're trying to do it this way, which is not normal. Okay, I need to be careful here because that's not part of that. So I need to just drop you down. So if I click that, look. That's weird. Why is that not? Normally if I click something, it will tell me the other bit that's... Okay. So I need to be careful because that's the bit I want to take out. Save. This is such an insight into how I used to do. It's exactly how, you know, to type in listings, right? I used to type them in And it would never work. It would go error in, like syntax error, line, whatever. And I tried to debug it, but eventually I'd just get bored and I'd be like, I'd just delete that line, delete that line, delete that line. And eventually we'd get to a point, right? It'd be like war of attrition. It would either work or it wouldn't. Right. Have I saved everything? Right. Zap.zil. Zap. Did that before. Version 5. Version 5. Yes. It's gone. Got rid of it. Bada boom. Okay, now let's break it properly. Because we're gonna try and do it in version 3. And it's not supposed to work that way. But the thing is, if I can comment stuff out, that means it's safe to, rule of thumb, right? If you can comment stuff out, wrong camera. Rule of thumb, if you can comment stuff out, that means you can move that code around anywhere you want, right? If everything else works once you comment it out. So therefore the theory is you can move that into a file, and that can become a library file, extension file, I don't know what you want to word it as, but yeah. So we've just done something really cool. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to do it in this background video. Right. This is really good because this now is going to make the training video so much better. So much better it's going to be. So much better it will be. Right. We're going to here. Right. I'm going to really break it now because I'm going to take that X out. Now, let's see if this now still doesn't like it. And it probably won't. That's fine. Because in all honesty, I quite like working with version 5. I think I'm probably going to base most of my training on that one. Version 5 is still small enough to work on the 8-bit micros, right? So if you're into your emulation, you want to run it on your BBC Micro, your Spectrum, whatever, version 5 is still a good way to go. It will still work, won't it? Maybe it won't. It'll definitely work on the next, though. Right. If this works, man, this is going to be awesome. Right. Change my screen. Okay, what am I doing now? So this should break, and I'm expecting it to break. That's fine. It hasn't broke. It creates me a Z3. I run said Z3, and it doesn't like it. Yeah, they're right. They're so right. They're so right. It's there again. Look, it is hard. It is hard coded into it. David, Mr. Frotz, why would you do this to me? Right. Okay. I'm going to chalk that up to a 50% victory. Because what that means, this is cool, right? Because what I can say is that in the world of version 3 of the Z machine, for Frotz, which is one of the default de facto interpreters, it's hard coded in. So you're going to be stuck with it. So if you want to do a Photopia type game where you haven't got that, you're probably going to want to look at version 5 of the Z machine. Because then when you do, you're going to be able to get rid of the header. And the other super cool thing we can do, and I don't know whether I want to do it right now or whether I actually want to do this. Let's try it. What I want to do is, hang on a second, let's go back to my screen. Right, so the bits that we've commented out, right, let's test my theory. I think that we can move them and have effectively a library file. Okay, actually, before I do that, so the first thing is we want to go back to exit, right? Because I want to be working in something that works. The next thing we want to do is... Okay, I'm going to leave the initialize in here because they're just calling it. So when you're typing it out in your main game file, you would do this. That's what you would do. Yeah? We agreed on that? Good. Okay, so that's fine. But the bits we want to pull out are... Do we want to pull this out? Or do we want to leave this in? Where is this actually? Where is this? Where else is this? Where's the syntax for this? There. Right. Let's lift it. Let's lift and shift. Give me a second. New file. Select a language. ZIL. Let's call this file status line. So I want to lift U from it. And this is why as well, when I do the part of explaining why I copy the library files into each project folder, deliberately so I can butcher it like this, because otherwise this would not be a very wise move, right? Because I'm now chopping stuff out of the actual main set of library files. But it doesn't matter, because we're not that bothered about it, because we've got multiple copies. So we can take you out. I'm going to put you in here, so keep you nice and safe in there. What the heck is VScript, and why are you calling it there? What? Transcript already on. This begins a transcript of version. Oh, fine, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's not. That's annoying. In order to do this, right, okay, in order to actually get this working properly, I think, okay, I'm just going to cheat now and code that out. Just comment that out. But I can see where I need to go with this. I would need to actually shift this out as well. VScript. Son of a nutcracker. Okay, save you. Save you. Save you. Okay, we're not done yet, so I'm getting carried away here a little bit. So V version there. Parser. Not found. Because it's in here. Then the other thing, and this is now we got to be butchering the always be butchering. Always be butchering. This is the fun bit. We've got to now shift out. Oh, can we remember what line it was? Oh, shabba dabba doo. What's this version up here? Okay. Where's the I've lost it. Oh, I forgot what I'm doing already. Status line, you muppet. Find status line in the parser. Find me. Go. And again. This is the bit I'm looking for. You map it. Oh, let's go. Shabba dabba doo. Print a message up. Yeah, there. Shoot. X you out. Put you into here. Boom. Right. first things first, I want to, yeah, status line. It's going to save it as a mud file, isn't it? I'm going to have to edit that. Right, but then I want to insert it back in because, can you see why I'm the copy and paste coder? Look, I literally copy and paste everything. I'm so lazy. This is probably why I've never learned it, because I don't think you learn things by copying and pasting. Right. I'm going to have to just close that a minute because that's not the name of the file. Right. Go back over here a second. Close you down. Statusline.mud. Rename you. I know I'm going to get comments saying you didn't need to do that, Adam. You're being a wally. Yes. Right. I think I've saved everything. So, yeah. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So now let's just flick back to code a minute. So now what I want to do, so we've done the transplant, right? We've successfully chopped that out. Hang on. Oh no, stop. Getting carried away. Status line. False. What have I done? Oh yeah. Right. So get off. Don't want you anymore. Right. Status line. Sweet. What if I now do this? Alright. Now I actually don't know what that will do. Save that. Okay. So I now don't know. I at this point we are experimenting, guys, because I actually don't know what this is going to do. I'm learning on the fly here a little bit. I'm expecting errors, so it's cool if it errors. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. That's kind of a victory. Wrong button. So that's it, right? So oh no, hang on. Getting carried away. So now if I do, the final thing is if I put these back in, I think I need to do this in some other areas. So again, I'm not really expecting this to work. It'll be a pleasant surprise if it does work. I'm kind of not expecting it to. No, it's not worked. Why? Why has that not worked? It's not brought it back. Oh, it has. Oh, oh, it's done half of it. But where's my status line? I've lost my. I've got the version. Where's my status line gone? All right, that's cool. That's cool. I was nearly there. That's the version, right? No. I've confused myself now. What's that done? What has actually that done? That's brought back the game banner, which is the version. Yeah. But it hasn't initialized the status line. It hasn't initialized the status line. Why? Why hasn't it not initialized the status line? But I tell you why I think it's not initialized yet, because I think I've commented it out in a couple of places. This is the thing that I was setting out. I was expecting it not to work, if I'm being honest. Because I think I've commented it out. Here, maybe? Maybe not that one, no. Could it be that? Really? No. That can't be it, right? Is that it? Is that why that didn't work? If anybody's wondering what I'm trying to do, by the way, let's just quickly open up this one. You see at the top here, you've got Foyer of the Opera House score moves, right? That's what I was hoping this would do. Oh, actually, let's open it up again. Hurrying through the... Oh, no, okay, yep. Right, so that's what I was hoping that would do. Right. That's it. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. That I got lucky there. Because if I'm being honest, I don't actually know. That was a guess. That was a guess. Why? Default definition read line. Routine read line. So my understanding of read line is it does what it says on the tin, right? It reads the line. Because it's calling the version. Because it's calling the version, and if it's stip, update status line. Well, it's not zip though, is it? It's xzip. That's what threw me. Okay. Honestly, not entirely sure what's going off there, if I'm being totally honest. But look, here's the thing. I basically created status line, right, as because now what we can do, and this will break it, but that's fine, is I think we can just comment this out like so. Now this is going to break it, right, because I'm trying to call stuff at the top and I've removed the code. So let's just see what that actually does. Scooby-Doo. Let's close this one out. Okay, check this out. This is going to break. Yeah, of course it does, because it's trying to call the things and it's not there. That's to be expected. So, but that's cool, right? Because you wouldn't do that. So if you were creating this game, our Faker Games scenario here, it would be something that you would have to do. Is you would have to go, okay, I want all of this. And by the way, and this is what I'm going to do as well. Not now. Wait a minute, status line. So the only downside with this, I need to do some more work on this. The only downside with this, I've just realized, is that I have intrinsically linked here V version and status line. So now it's an all or nothing affair. So, I mean, I have to be honest, personally, I'm not that bothered about the version and all that gubbins. But yeah, It would. Some people are, and it would be nice to be able to go. I mean, I don't think we can individually. If you what I'm saying is, if you were creating this as a game, you would not. You would put initialize status line, and then you would insert file. These two would come together, right? That line 19 and that line 28, that would go together like bread and butter. Right? Let's just save that. I'm kind of running out of energy now. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to stop this video in a minute. But 50 minutes. See, this is what happens when you're mucking about with code. Five errors. Yeah. And it's talking about okay. So So my status line library file kind of works. I think what I need to do to get this working is to have a version .zil and a status line .zil. I think that's in my head. I think that's ultimately where I'm trying to get to. Yeah. I'm going to do one more thing just to check that I've not kind of lost the plot totally. Then we're going to call it a day. So now if I initialize my status line, no, which way around am I doing this? What did I do last? Yes. Now take it down. See, you can tell I'm getting tired. File save. Which would make sense because I would want to take those two out and I would take that out. So this is not what I wanted to do in this video, but this is kind of how it goes so often, is that I have inadvertently created statusline.zil as a library, as an extension in my head anyway. I appreciate that. Off. It's never going to be that easy, was it? Oh, of course, because we unthingied it in the parser, right? What? What? I don't quite follow that. No. What have I done there? Undefined global or constant v version. What are you on about? It's there. It's there, dude. What the hell are you talking about? Recognize routine. Status line version. Hang on. I've now confused me. I feel like I've gone backwards now. I thought I'd got to a really cool place, but I just feel like suddenly I've actually gone in reverse. So I've just put all those back in. Give me a second. That works, right? But when I take out the oh, no, hang on, idiot. No. we're kind of back to square one, aren't we? If I do that, did I save it? Oh, a second. Save it. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. I'm going around in a circle. I commented it out, but because it's in here, in our friend the V version, no, sorry, not in there, in our friend in the parser, this bit, it still brings it up. Right. So, damn you, man. Why does it need this? Can I not just get rid of that? Why do you... What if I just comment you out? Like so, right? Version zip, else put B read buff. What is that? No, it's doing something, isn't it? And I don't understand what it's doing. So that's dangerous now. Put B read buff line. Yeah, no, that's not a wise move. So because this bad boy is in here, and we can't get rid of this, if I comment you out, now I save it. Now I go to here. That was my son walking around half naked. I love these recordings. Right, okay. You didn't see what I just did. Right, because the camera's off. You muppet. Right, I've just commented that out, right? I'm going to do this, guys, and I'm going to call it a day because I am, like, cream crackered now. This is not going to work, but that's fine. I don't expect it to, but I don't expect it to belt out a bunch of errors either. Right. I kind of get where it's going now. Okay, so now I think I get what's happening. Finally. So that's all good in the hood. So in my new funky... Oh, well, I ended up with two. In this, if I go back here, that works, but if I take you out, this is where I think it goes Pete Tong. Right? Yeah, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. So the problem we've got is that some of the code that I have moved is still being called. So it's not enough to just comment it out. There's something going on in here that it is asking for, the parser is actually looking for. And in taking this file out, I mean, it's only V version. So can I not just trim this bad boy out? So let's just go to here a second. It is literally only V version that it's looking for. And again, in our like scenario, the problem is that by trimming it out, it's not fixing the problem, because what it's doing, no results. You're winding me up. You look. What do you mean? Line 636. It's there. You're giving me the line number. What? Whoa. Okay, that's really spinning me out. My eyes are going boss-eyed now. Am I not looking in the right thing here? I'm in the parser, right? 636, undefined global or constant V version from line 636. I'm on line 636. There's no reference to it there. And what's the other one? 71. Oh, hang on. That's included of it. Line. Right, okay. Yeah. Okay. We're not quite there yet. So, okay. So, here's the good news. The good news is, he says very quickly, checking that this is now actually going to still work. Otherwise, there is no good news. Thank God that worked. Otherwise, I can't go to bed. Good news is, I'm now in a position where I can go into the training video, which again is only going to be a few minutes long, and say, hey, yo, if you want to do, give me a second while I get back to my screen. If you want to do this gubbins at the top, that's great, because what it does is it does this and this and this and this and this. I'm going to have to say that at the minute I can't switch it off. But that's fine, because these are kind of entry-level get set up videos. So what I'm trying to do two things at once here. The video that I need to make is very basically, here's your starter text, and what this does is it sets the version. I mean, this is, I can do it now in like 30 seconds. It sets the version, kicks off your main loop, you put in your intro text, and then it does your go routine, does your text, calls the if you've got them in there, calls status line and version, and that's kind of it. And yeah, that's what you do. It's like a 30-second video. And that's just the explanation. It'd be a little bit more detailed than that, but that's basically the crux of it. So yeah, and then that's it. And then we move on to next, because it's like that's the video, right? It only needs to be that short, because that's the whole point of these things. What I will do at some point is try to work out how to kind of pull status line out and pull version out such that because at the minute I've got it so that I can just comment them both out and it'll work, which it wasn't doing originally, so there's some progress there. But yeah, but I can't comment out, but I have to have insert file status line, which kind of defeats the whole object. You may as well put the status line text code back into the main file, and just leave it as it is now, so that it doesn't need to call it. Plus, I've probably screwed up some other stuff in the background, truth be told. So, what you gonna do? Anyway, that's cool. I've got my head around it. So, hey, it's only took 1 hour and 5 minutes to get my head around a video that's going to take 30 seconds. So, I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes video, and now you know why it takes me ages to do anything at all. Okay? All right. Take care, all.